Welcome to the Magician Mathematics series.
Hello everybody, this is Jesse, and today we're going to talk about areas of mathematics. So if you've ever wondered what kind of stuff is out there, what happens after college algebra, we'll talk about that today. Now, before we dive into this, in general there are two types of mathematics that people like to throw around. There's pure mathematics, which is abstract and theoretical mathematics without an immediate concern for real-world applications. And then there's applied mathematics, which is using mathematical methods to solve real-world problems. That might manifest as engineering, physics, chemistry, computer science, stuff of that nature. Now there is significant overlap between the two, and the distinction is not as clear-cut as it may seem. So these two often blur together, they often come together, and you often find yourself doing the same things in each of them. This is just a general distinction that people like to use sometimes. Now let's talk about some common mathematical areas that you might encounter in your own degree. So first we got calculus. If you're a STEM major, odds are you're going to take calculus. Calculus is a mathematical study of changes, slopes, and areas under curves. Specifically, we also study how things change instantaneously and how things accumulate over time. And those topics manifest themselves as limits, derivatives, integrals, and series. Now I've included a couple of equations right here. Those are the kind of things, kind of notations that you'll see in the calculus course. Now once you've taken calculus, you might want to step your feet into differential equations. A differential equation is an equation containing derivatives, just like the name says. And this area concerns properties of differential equations along with methods to their solutions, because differential equations are notoriously hard to solve. Now these are extremely utilized in areas like physics and engineering. So if you're in those majors, you're probably going to take this course. You're probably going to step into this type of work. And calculus is really going to set you up for this. And then I've also included two examples of differential equations right here. They are equations and they have derivatives on them. Now we also have statistics and probability, two of my favorites. Statistics concerns collecting, analyzing, and interpreting data to make decisions and draw conclusions. Probability deals with quantifying uncertainty and predicting the likelihood of outcomes. Now these two are very related. If you're taking a statistics course, you will talk about probability ideas. And if you're taking a probability course, you will see some statistics ideas. And that is because they are very related. And I've included some equations right here that are from both of these fields. So if you're going into this type of work, you might see them. Now we also have linear algebra. Linear algebra is an area of mathematics that studies vector spaces, linear transformations, and systems of equations. Those were a lot of big words. So to make it simpler, much of linear algebra consists of matrices, vectors, and their properties. And I've got an example of that right here. On the left we have A, which is a matrix. It's a rectangular array of numbers. V is a vector. They're usually columns, and they also store numbers. And here are just some equations that you might see in a course like that. Now we have logic and proofs. So this is on the other side of math. This is more logic, reasoning. Logic is the study of reasoning and arguments. Now proofs are rigorous arguments used to show the truth of a statement or claim. So every time you make a claim in math, you got to prove it and you got to back it up. Logic is critical in proving or disproving mathematical statements. And here's some stuff, some equations, expressions you might see in a logic or proofs course. Now we've only scratched the surface of the type of math you might see out there. Here is some other type of courses you might see. There is so much to talk about, and there is so much to do. So if you want to go deeper into mathematics, these are some of the stuff you might come across. Thanks for watching.
That's a wrap for today's episode of the Magician Mathematics series. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next Magician Mathematics episode.